Hello, this is Noreen from Joya Cards, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! For more of my Stampin' Up! Card videos, please click that subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified when my videos release. Also, I give away the demo card, so if you're a first-time subscriber, put your email in the comments, and I'll email you back and let you know if you won the card. Also, make sure you watch the video all the way through, because you never know. I might give the card away to anyone, or I might be doing card kits or swaps or something. So anyway, now let's go make a card. Today's card is actually a blog hop. Yay! So I'm part of Ink and Ingenuity, and we're doing a blog hop. So if you go to the contents of my video, if you click on that little down thing next to the title, it'll show you all the supplies I use, all my information, and also on the bottom it will have a link to look at everyone else's card. So a blog hop is where you take a particular stamp and die set and you make a card from the same set, and you can look at everybody's ideas. So go into my contents of my video and click on those, and you can see everybody else's idea. So today's blog hop is hand penned. That's what they chose. Now I already did hand pen, but I'll do another card. That's fine. And my other card is this one. Now there's a blue card, and I made two of them, and this was just one of them. And it's called Fun Fold Peekaboo card. And here's the, I don't know if you can see this. Let's see where my camera eye is. So this is the blue one, and I don't have it because I give my demo cards away. And this one was just kind of left over. And this one's really cool because it's a peekaboo card that goes like that. And then you put your, who it's from here. So this one's a really cool card, but the blue one is prettier, definitely. And I also gave the instruction for the envelope because this is a bigger card. So all that, if you go to the May 6th one, you'll see my other card. I might even try to, if I can figure it out, link the video in my contents as well. So let's go ahead and start my hand pen card. So my card, the base of it is in basic white. So you're going to grab a scored and folded 5.5 by 4 1/4 basic white base. And then my layers are, I have the purple, and this is a 2021-2023 in color shimmery vellum. And I grabbed the purple one, and I grabbed a pink one. And the purple one is 5.5 by 4 1/4. And the pink one is 5 1/4 by 4. Then you're going to grab a piece of shimmery white, and that one is going to be cut 5 by 3.75. And then you're going to grab a piece of that pink shimmery vellum, and this is going to be 3 inches by 1.5. And then we're going to grab that shimmery white, and that is going to be 1 1/4 by 3. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to be using, of course, the hand penned. We are also going to be using garden wishes. We're going to be using the bumblebee here and this sentiment here from All of Us. We are also going to be cutting from scalped contours and also dandy wishes, and we're going to be using essential tag punch as well. Scalloped contours, we're going to take the second largest, the third largest, and the fourth largest of the rectangles. And we're going to take our purple shimmer vellum, and we're going to take the largest of the three, and we're going to put that right over the middle and cut this out. Now originally I was going to cut this out because I just don't like wasting this underneath stuff. And then I thought, well, I might as well take the cut and use it for the inside. So we're going to take the two cuts that we're going to take out of the vellum and put them on the inside. So I'm going to put this in the middle of the vellum piece. I'm going to tape it down so it doesn't wiggle as I go through, and I'm going to die cut this out. I'll be right back. So I've cut this out, and I'm going to use this for the inside, and here's going to be what's on the card. And then I'm going to take the second largest of the three, and I'm going to do that to the pink. So I'm going to put it in the middle, I'm going to tape it down and die cut it. So here's the cut. So I'm going to be using that on the inside, and this we're going to be putting on the side. And while you've got your rectangles out, you might as well go ahead and take your piece of shimmery white and cut this out, which I've already done. Now we're going to put the pink on top of the purple. Now, vellum, as you know, you can kind of see through it. But how we're going to fix this is in a way that you're not going to be able to see it. So get your silicone craft sheet out. And if you don't have one of these, go into the body of my video and click on that link. And you can click on any of the links in my video and order any of the products here. I'll have them all listed out. But these things keep my glass clean. So I'm going to take the very edge of the inside of this cut, and that's how I'm going to fix the purple onto this pink. I'm not going to have it go to the edge of the vellum here. So, because only a little tiny piece of that purple is going to really stick out. So I'm going to take my my pink and kind of line it up and get it straight and put it on like so. Now we're going to go ahead and stamp this background. This isn't DS paper, I stamped that. And what you're going to need is, I always like to use 2 of these Stampin' Up pens, one for my ink and one for my project, only because when you stamp on something that's on a pad, it's going to be better. Also, you need one of these pads because this is a clear stamp. You'll make better contact if it's on a pad. And then also, we are using shimmery white paper. Now, they kind of hide it in the catalog. It's on page 136. It's right here in the corner, right here, shimmery white cardstock. And shimmery white is great for when you're coloring, and it gives that, obviously, the shimmer. So you definitely want this. So we've got our shimmery white, and this is 5 by 3.75. We have Memento, and we are using this stamp from Hand-Penned, so the big one. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Memento, and I'm going to stamp it upside down like this. This is a big stamp. This is an E block. So I am doing it upside down. And since we are stamping like the whole thing, I want to make sure that I stamp this in the middle first, or off to the middle, or so we just don't have a big, you know, like gapping hole of nothingness in the middle. So I would start with the middle and then fill in around it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now I have a piece of scratch paper under here because we are going to be stamping off. And while I'm stamping, don't forget, this is a blog hop, so go to the contents of my video and you'll see the other cards that are being made by other people in my Ingenuity Inkers group. And we are a huge community of ladies that are linked together. Linda Bettinger, if you watch a lot of these card videos, this is my upsale lady. She's my person that gave me my addiction here, so to cards, and I love it. I actually really like Stampin' Up. I was a scrapbooker, and one of the frustrating things about scrapbooking is that, I mean, there's creative memories and all, but a lot of times, you know, everything's just kind of, you know, you have paper from everywhere and stuff from everywhere, and the thing about Stampin' Up is that it's all like, you know, everything kind of matches, and the paper matches, and they have sweets. So, and they're not like $1 billion like some of the other things. Heartfelt is really expensive. But we are a huge community. We have meetings online. We have people all over the country. So if you wanted to be on my team, you could be like in Florida or Georgia or wherever. It doesn't matter because it's all virtual anyway. So we take in orphaned Stampin' Up demonstrators. If you don't have anybody in your community and you don't have any way to, you know, bump ideas off or whatever, we'll take you in. Or if you used to be a demonstrator and you want to get back into it but you don't know where to start, go ahead and email me. My email's in the contents of the video. So anyway, see how when I started in the middle, I didn't leave a blank spot, because I actually started this video and I went, oh, I left a big blank spot right here because I was doing it on the edge first, kind of starting in the middle there. So that's how you stamp that. Now we're going to go ahead and color this. Now we're going to be using Stampin' Blends. I'm going to use the Polished Pink, Highland Heather, and Soft Succulent is awesome for leaves. Also, pairing it with Evening Evergreen is beautiful, but we're just going to use the Soft Succulent now. So I'm going to take both, I'm going to use both my lights and darks, and I'm going to do the big flowers in the Highland Heather and only the little tiny flowers in the Polished Pink. So I'm going to do it just kind of the way I do it, and that is anything that has a line, I'm going to just outline in the dark Highland Heather. We're going to do the big flowers first, and just give it a outline here. Go like that. And like I said, it's a blog hop, so check out the other ladies in the group. Go open up my video contents there and click on those other links, because you get to see a whole bunch of other cards. And don't forget, I did another hand pin on May 6th. It's called the Fun Fold Peekaboo, and that's an awesome card. That's really pretty. I kind of had to change it from what I saw on the internet. It wasn't a Stampin' Up one. But anyway, I'm doing the dark Highland Heather for all the lines, and then I'm going to go in with the light Highland Heather for the flower here, and just try to blend them in. And I'm leaving the middle white, so don't color the middle, or if you want it to look like mine, and just color these in. If you ever have any questions or anything about any of my card videos, send me an email and I will contact you. Also, I give away the demo card. This card will be up for giving away. That's why I didn't have the other card to show you, because I already gave it away. So I'm going to just give it another little coat here, make it a tiny bit darker, and then we'll move on to the pink one. So if you want to win the demo card, you have to write in the comment, I would like the demo card, and leave your email address. I can't contact you unless you leave your email, because there's no notification that'll send you. Now the little flowers I'm going to do in the polished pink, and I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the other one. Anything that has a line, I'm going to line it in the dark first, just like so, and then come in with the light and just kind of blend them in. So that's the polished pink. And then the same thing for the leaves. I'm going to be using the soft succulent, and I'm going to do those leaves, just the outline. And if you want to go in from the outline a little bit, it gives a little bit of a better blend, and just go through. So anyway, if you want to win the demo card, put your email in my comments and say, I would like to win the demo card. And if you're one of the first, you'll win the card. I give away 2 cards pretty much with every single video. And if you've already, and this is for new subscribers, but if you've already subscribed and you never got a card, put a comment. Hey, I've been a subscriber, but I never got a demo card, and I'll send you one out. But you have to leave your email so I can contact you and send it out. So I'm going to color the rest of this card, and I'll be back. And that's what the color product will look like. So now we're going to take this window here that we made with the vellum, and I'm going to snail this onto the vellum here. So I'm just going to put it on the outside like so, and might as well put it on the inside, but make sure you use your silicone craft sheet, because that the tape will be through that hole and it'll stick to whatever you got there. So I'm going to go ahead and mount it like this, and then take my card base, the Whisper or basic white card base, and I'm going to snail the back of this. Now don't go outside the purple, because we don't want any of the snail to show through. And then decide which way you want it to go. I'll have it going this way, and mount it onto the card base like that. Now we're going to make the sentiment. Now in the beginning of my video I said this is 1.5 by 3 and 1.25 by 3, but I went ahead and I made it a little longer. So it's still 1.5, but it's going to be 3.5, and this is going to be 1.25 by 3.5, just so we have a little more extra room. And I'm going to go ahead and take these and snail and put them right together in the middle like so. And this is the reason why I changed the dimensions a little bit, is because I ended up cutting off too much in the punch. So grab your essential tag punch, and you're going to go through the opening here, and you're going to pull that tag up and out of the punch, and then kind of line it up, take it to the end. You're going to have to kind of guess on where the end is. So I know I'm getting to the end of my punch here, and I'm looking in the hole there, and I'm making sure that it's in the middle as much as possible. You can even hold it down and kind of look if you hold halfway, and then do the punch like so. Now for the stamp is the thanks from Hand-Penned, and we're going to do it in Memento and get it nice and inked up. Remember to use your Stampin' pad here and put it all the way to the right, like so. Now let's go ahead and put the tag on the card. So snail it up. Make sure you don't hit the outside edge of that pink, and then put it in the middle to the edge of the shimmer white card. And I'm going to put it right there. And now we're going to make a ribbon, and this is the gorgeous grape ribbon, and I leave it on the spool until I cut it. So I do it very, you know, kindergarten-like. I do bunny ear, because that's how I do it. And then the only trick I can tell you is when you cross over to pull it through the loop, also take the other loop and take this piece and put it on the other side. And believe it or not, that makes a cute little bow. And then, of course, you have to sit there and mess with it and straighten it out. So grab on each end and kind of mess with it. So I'm going to mess with mine here for a second, and I'll be right back. So there's my little bow, and I'm just going to cut it off the spool here and make a little angle on the ribbon and grab some glue dots. Now, my desk monster has eaten my take your pick tool. I'm very upset about that. But take your glue dot here. I got it on my finger. Luckily, I'm not wearing nail polish because glue dots love nail polish. And get it on there and stick the bow on like that. Now we're going to put in these little bumblebees here. And this comes from Garden Wishes. He's right here. And then you need to take the Dandy dies, which has, it actually has 2 dies for the bees. Don't know why, but it does. And take some Memento. When you do your Memento, make sure it's on good and dark. We want him really, really dark. And it doesn't matter, even though this is one of these stamps that the orange stamps, we don't have to use the Stampin' pad, but I'm going to do it anyway. And if you do a little ghost around it, like you push too hard, it's okay because the die will cut it out. So I'm going to make like, I don't know, like 4 of these. So give them a good space in between. And this is a great way to use your scrap paper. And this is also shimmery white scratch paper as well. And I might even make a 5th one just in case when I'm doing, see how I made that little shadow there? It's okay. It will never be seen. The die, I'll cut it right off. I'm going to make a 5th one because these dies are a little tricky. You really have to get them on there just right, or you cut off a little, you know, wing or something. But before I die cut this out, I'm going to take my dark Mango Melody, and I'm going to fill in his body, just the body, not the wings. And try not to go over the black because that black will get onto your blending pen because you just inked it up really, really dark. So go ahead and fill in his body. And not only fill it in, but when I'm done doing all of them, I'm going to go do them again to make that mango really pop out. Here's my bumblebees all colored. And like I said, I'm going to take the die, and you really have to line it up good. That's why I made an extra one just in case I cut something off. And I'm going to tape them on. And they did give you 2, so take some tape. I use the yellow delicate frog tape. I think that works the best. So I'm going to die cut these out. So I ended up making 6 little bees. So I went ahead and on every single one of them, I have a mini dimensional. These things are great. These are also in the catalog. And I'll put it in the body of my video as well. And I've already taken the papers off. So all the little backs are off. And of course, it's on the silicone craft sheet. So it's not really sticking, which is awesome. And then you just need to decide where you want to place them. I would lay them down really gently at first and make sure that's exactly where you want it before you commit to pressing it down. So I'm just going to put a bunch of bees here, and I think that looks okay. And I'm going to press them down, and then we're going to take some Wink Stella. Now with Wink Stella, sometimes if it's been sitting a little while, you kind of have to jump start it a little bit. So make sure that it's definitely working, or that it's full even. And then give the whole entire bee a brush of Wink of Stella, and it will just shimmer right up, just like the shimmery white paper you have it on. And yeah, there's no basic white paper in any of this. This is all shimmery white. So it just looks a lot prettier. And just shimmer them up like so. And that is the front of the card. Now let's do the inside. On the inside, I use the Hand-Penned DS paper, and I cut it 5.5 by 4 3/16 because I gave it a little gap at the top so the card closes correctly. If you take it all the way up, it'll bounce open a lot. So, and then when you cut this, make sure that the paper is going horizontal, so it's not like going sideways. So, and then just snail it up, and you've got your card open like that. Make sure you got the right place go in the right place, and line this up, and see, it's going to miss that little gap and it'll close flat. For the sentiment, it also comes from Garden Wishes. That's where you got the bee from, and it's from us all right there. And take this and just stamp it. And you do generally want to stamp first before you start layering, just in case you make a mistake, then you're not like ripping it off paper. Unlike this one, we kind of had to do it that way because we had to cut it. So I've got that inked up, and then take the two pieces we cut from the front, and the pink you're going to snail up and put on top in the middle, and then the card. And don't forget, this is a blog hop, so go to the body of my video and you're going to see a whole bunch of other cards that's using hand pen. So if you've got this and you need some ideas, you're going to see a whole bunch. And of course on mine, you're going to be able to see also from the May 6th video that I did, is this fun fold peekaboo card, but you'll see it in the blue one, which is much prettier. So let's go ahead and finish this up. I'm going to keep the snail within that layer of the pink so the tape doesn't show through, and put it on, and that is a card. Now I give away the demo card, but you have to put in my comments that you would like the demo card, and you got to leave your email so I can talk to you. So go ahead and start blog hopping around and have fun. Thanks, bye.